Okay. Hi, everyone. So today we have Dritan Vreshta, the founder of Starnet company, and we will have a short interview to understand how they run their ISP business, what results they get from the cooperation with Splynx solution. So Dritan, could you please tell us a few words about your business? What type of services do you provide?
Okay, Starnet is an ISP based in Tirana, Albania. We are offering services almost everywhere, but mainly focused on some big cities and areas because we have started as a rural and underserved ISP. And having this profile, we have been developed from rural toward the cities, not from cities toward the rural, but from rural toward the cities. And we are doing this now for about 15 years. We have started initially with wireless point to multipoint using MikroTik and Ubiquiti technology. We still have a big part of our network as a wireless ISP, but just because fiber is getting affordable now, part of our network is migrated from wireless to fiber to the home or fiber to the cabinet, and that's it. You know.
So you're almost covering all the areas. So could you please tell me what software were you using before engaging with us?
Okay, as all small ISPs, we have started to adapt on the solutions that are free of charge and without any support, just because we wanted to get as fast as possible in the market without too much costs. So initially, we have used free Radius software as our Radius server. And on top of that, we have installed a software called Radius Manager that actually it's used almost in all small and medium ISPs that we have as a competitor. So still, this setup of software is already used almost everywhere in the market that we see.
Yes. So that is a really very common point that all fresh providers who want just to start, they are using a lot of the tools. They continuously bounce across different platforms to save the costs, but literally spending a lot of time on the routine admin tasks. So could you please tell us where and when was the point where you decided and realized that you need to change something? What problems were you trying to resolve?
Okay, when you are starting, one of the main factors that keep you motivated is acquiring new customers. So initially, you don't make too many questions about administration. As soon as there are customers there waiting for you to deliver services and paying. But then very soon you understand that as soon as you commit to offer services to customers, service is not just the connection of internet, but is the administrative tasks that you have to fulfill to keep the service running. And many of small and medium ISPs discover this problem after they have spent quite a lot of money in only enlarging their network, but not in the same time administrating this network as it should be in a business environment. So this was our aha moment when we saw that there was a lot of management processes that was not directly related with our day-to-day job just to provide the customers with the service. And then we thought, okay, let's stop for a while and consolidate some of those tasks, like integrating not only the Radius services and maybe producing the invoice that you can do it with a free Radius software, but in the same time, create a portal for every account manager and keep him liable on what he's doing. We should connect different technical departments, not only the installers, but only the layer 2 support guys. So we have to know what are the tickets that we have to sort out, how soon, and what are the main problems, how are those tickets associated. Later on, we understood that a very big problem was the hardware. As you may know, in an ISPs, we use a lot of hardware for our network and for the customer's network as well. So it should come a moment when you have to keep those hardware not only in monitoring for service purpose, but only in the hardware, and as well in the warehouse format. When you know, when you purchase this equipment, how long did you keep it in your warehouse, and when you distributed it in for the service purpose. And actually, it's a very actually it's very easy to say, but a lot of people don't understand that with one software like Splynx, you can complete all the tasks that I just mentioned and many more like that before.
You're 100% right, Dritan. So regardless of the size of your company, whether you have 100 of customers or few thousands of customers, all your business tasks can be covered by Splynx all-in-one solution. So could you please briefly describe us how is it working with our company and where do you get the most value?
First of all, Splynx is a company built by people that understand the ISP business. It's not just software guys that are producing a software because some industry is asking that, you know.
Exactly.
So basically, the one that are designing the software and the one that are adding features and prioritizing the features are the ones that really understand what is going on in the battlefield, you know, of the ISP business.
Exactly.
So basically, this makes Splynx a very adequate software for the industry. Splynx, by saying that, I must conclude that Splynx is performing up to the expectation that we had initially. So most of the features that we addressed as a problem was sorted out and solved by the Splynx. Of course, it is us that should use Splynx, but as much as we use it, as much we benefit from that, you know. So so one thing that is helping us as a company is that we have, for now more than 2.5 years, about 3 years, we are considering Splynx as a ground zero point. So all discussion that we do among ourselves, among our department, we consider it, let's refer to Splynx first and then discuss later. So for example, if a customer have a problem, then we see how many times we have the same problem. Why? Because we have recorded problem like that before. If we want to see the payment history, we refer to Splynx. So Splynx is the meeting point for all our issues that we have in our ISP. So most of our meetings start by having Splynx as our guideline on the records that we have gathered. And of course, there are many things that we want to get benefit. For example, being a small ISP in Albania, one of the major problems is payment, because we have a lot of people that are not having access. We have a lot of customers that don't have access to a bank, so they cannot pay us through a bank. But for example, I'm working very hard to connect Splynx with payment system, and this is very much possible because we have seen that. One thing that we want to promote as well is our customers use Splynx for customer portal. Why? Because Splynx is offering that, and this can help us to communicate with customers directly, not only through our employees, but directly with the customers. So basically, Splynx, it's giving us a little bit more than we can handle right now. But of course, we are completing all our tasks regarding to first provisioning of the customers, managing different services with different profiles, night and days, fair use policy, and all this automatically. combining finance with activities on the field. When we see all our guys that are working in the field that are managing the schedule that they have with the schedule module of Splynx. We have a very good logistic connection with the customer base and with our main infrastructure. So actually, we are gaining a lot from Splynx, although there are many other things to be configured and to gain advantage of this as well. You know?
It's a really pleasure to hear that Splynx helps you to grow, that you are achieving your goals and results continuously, and still you have space where you can fulfill all the spots of your internet business. And you just highlighted one very important thing, that it is correct that Splynx is built by the guys who were in the shoes of ISP business. Most of our support guys, the management, they were in ISP business. We continuously speak with our customers. We continuously gather feedbacks, reviews, gather all the feature requests, and trying to adapt them to be as much convenient and as much useful for ISP business, and to be so ISP providers, they can really benefit from it. Not just another feature that we can use in marketing, but another feature that is useful. For instance, we just released TR69 that is really useful for managing CPE of users. And this is the feature that was requested a lot of times, and we see that this is important for providers. So that is why we bring it to life. So yeah, Dritan, that was really informative interview. You shared a lot of feedbacks. You shared your experience. We appreciate that you are our valuable and loyal customer. And could you please just tell us how likely would you recommend Splynx to other ISPs so they can start using it and benefit from it?
Okay, before giving the direct answer for your question, I will make a remark, because in all promotion material and direct addressing of Splynx from Alex and the other software developers, you are putting the importance on the growth. And actually, yes, the real reason of using such a sophisticated tool like Splynx is growth. But many ISPs, mainly when they are starting small in the beginning, they focus more on enlarging the footprint than on administrating it. But I can guarantee everyone that you can never grow if you don't create the solid ground for growth. And okay, when you have a couple of hundred of customers, maybe you can recall them, maybe you can keep an Excel chart for everything. But if you want to stay for long in the market, like we are for more than 15 years, you cannot go far without getting organized and without creating the real foundation. So the reason that we made the investment initially, not because we could not pass more years with free tools, but just because we understood that one day this is a necessity. And I think that billing system for a telecommunication company is like an utility service. So the same time when you contract electricity, water, and things, internet and everything, you have to contract the billing system. So this is my advice for all ISPs whenever they start. Even if they have started, even if they have a couple of hundred users, they should think of a serious billing system. Now, answering your direct question is that I would recommend Splynx without reserve to anyone. Actually, for some of the customers here in Albania, I have given them the possibility to try as how to say, users of ours. So I created a small profile for them, like 10 to 20 customers just for them to see the features.
Mm-hmm.
In 100% of the cases, they have been amazed that one software platform can fulfill so many duties. Actually, even some big corporations that we as Starnet are cooperating, they have said that in case we make a cooperation with Starnet, it's not necessary that you use our platform. You better keep using Splynx because you have everything here, you know, and then make an API integration with us. So basically, Splynx is fulfilling everything that an ISP needs today, and I'm 100% sure that you guys are not going to let us down with the future development. For example, I'm 100% sure that TR69 is a required feature for companies that have thousands of customers and managing their CPEs. Now that most of the ISPs have a challenge to the customer's network, maybe TR69 is coming in the right time, in the right moment. For example, our big challenge right now is how to make customers experience the service that we are delivering. So for sure, we are delivering very good service up to the customers, but customers go and buy some a cheap access point that they don't even know how to control them and things like that. So we always are looking for tools how to give a helping hand to managing customers' network. So maybe TR69 is a helping tool for us to penetrate a little bit more in customer need and to actually to give ourselves a little bit more easiness on managing everything. The same like customer portal. For example, if our customers are going to use customer portal, we are more than happy because they are going to see in real time the speed that they are consuming. They are going to see in the real time when they open the ticket and how fast we respond to the ticket. So we cut short the discussion. Oh, I called, but somebody didn't receive my call and things like that. Open the ticket. You know, in the moment you open it, the clock is ticking. It started to count. So basically, Splynx is a very advanced software that it's giving every ISP the prestige of playing big game. You know, so I recommend Splynx in such context. Of course, we as ISPs sometimes have to get adapted, and I'm 100% sure that many ISPs have different requests, and we might come with requests as well. But of course, even in this context, Splynx have supported us with customer development or whatever different markets need or different ISPs need. You know.
So. Thank you, Dritan. That was really informative and valuable feedback that will help our future and existing customers to understand how they can benefit from Splynx software.